Come, Miss Jeannie, come with me. You will see.
Oh my God.
It's a world of imagination.
Are you
We're
really
live.
on?
Yeah.
That
It's not often you get me singing show tunes. She's the show tune gal.
I love them.
Welcome to Reno A1 Vac Sews.
What's the date?
Live stream Cinco de Mayo.
I don't even drink.
What were you doing?
Pretending.
What were you drinking?
Lemonade. Lemonade. That's what I like.
So, what's the daily update?
Oh,
it's a beautiful
high
day.
Of 78 today.
Crazy.
Pretty nice.
It's getting hot in here.
But it's always cold in here. That's why I have a sweatshirt on.
So, oh hey Dax, Linda wants to see you.
Oh, let's go get him. You want to see the boy?
So go get Dax. He can't
What
avoid
about
it.
Alex?
Get Alex too.
Yeah, but get them both.
It wouldn't let me buy the purple one.
Oh,
so
you're already
on the daily deal. I will make sure that we fix that.
Since you're already on the daily deal, let's start with the daily deal.
You start with the daily deal.
Okay. So, the deal of the day today is, woo! It's called the Yazzie feet organizer. So, and it's great because you have all this space. You have the little compartments up top. You have the big compartments down below. I put all my upgrade stuff here because I know the ladies lost all their stuff. Well, I have mine right where I know where it's going to be. And then you have storage in the back. So in the back here, like I keep, because I'm a hoarder, I keep, I have this in there. And then I keep all my other like goodies that tell me how to use my feet. And then this one was too big, so he's sticking out, but I wanted to have them all together. So I have two of these. This one is for my sewing feet. And then I have another one. Here's my other one. This one I have for my serger feet. So, and you see my feet, and I labeled some of it. And my bigger feet here, and then I have some of my bigger accessories. I don't have anything over there. And then whoops, that wasn't zipped up. Oh yeah, and then I have lots of stuff back here because I have this big pocket. So I have my quote, my guide, and I have my instructions. Whoops, my head's not in there.
Come on in, Dax.
So,
Dax and Alex are back full time. There's Dax. That's for you, Linda. Thank you, Dax. We couldn't be more excited to have the guys back full time. Where are you going?
I'm gonna get these so they can see the colors. This is how unprepared we are.
So the colors are actually pictured on the website, and I'm not sure why you were having problems with the purple one because I was able to add it to my cart, no problem. So maybe that fixes your problem.
So turquoise, green. I love this green. Purple, and there's a hot pink. So I just did. I'll have probably like 15 or 20 of these this time next week. I just ordered them all today because that's kind of how we roll. So but just put them in there. They're normally $39.50, and they're going to be on sale for 25% off, right?
Yep.
So they're 25% off. So it's a
they're
great
$29.62.
$29.62, ladies. Can't beat that. So get organized. Remember, that's the theme right now. Let's get organized.
That's what we're trying to do in the store right now.
Oh,
very
man.
unsuccessfully.
It looks really bad right now because it's kind of like, you're not going to have any guests. So you
just let it all go.
So you just let it all go. We've let it go.
We're gonna be catching up.
Yeah.
So getting ready for phase 1. It's what else is going on?
Technique
Tuesday. So Jeannie had asked that I do a technique. So the burden wasn't all hers, and a handful of folks have asked that we talk a little bit about the mop, and a bunch of you bought the mop last week.
I'm gonna step out of the way. Bye, ladies.
I'll talk really quickly about how to use the mop, and then I am going to answer some quick questions about vacuums and kind of try to address the most commonly asked questions that we get regarding our vacuums. So long story short, with the mop, there is a charging port on the mop. So if you're standing behind the mop, it would be on the front left side. It just pops open, and that is where your charger goes. So the first thing that y'all should do with the mop, y'all, I don't know where that came from. That one was for you, Audrey, I guess. Although I don't know if you even say y'all, but I know you're from Tennessee. Is plug your mop in. So they say it charges completely in 3 hours. I've found that to be pretty accurate with ours. They also say that you get an hour of use from a 3-hour charge. I'd actually tell you from a practical experience, I get a lot more than that, but that may be your experience. So like I said, 3-hour charge for a 1 hour of use. There is a little spray nozzle right here in the front. That is where your solution will spray. Let's talk a little bit about solution. You do get this measuring cup, and so I can only speak from my personal experience, but what I found worked best in my household, because I think that cleaning solution really smells great, but it is fully concentrated and it can be diluted. And what's worked best for me is 2-to-1 water to solution. So I used to do 1,700 square feet of hard surfaces with just 90 milliliters. So I would fill up 30 milliliters of the solution and fill the remaining 60 milliliters with water, and that worked great for me. It buffed out really well. It didn't streak at all on any of my surfaces, and I was using it on porcelain tile and raw hickory. So it always looked great. My mother actually just told me this weekend that she just put a spray top in her solution bottle, and that she just spritzes her floor very, very lightly with that, just straight, and then just does it with that, and that was working great for her. So your experience may vary, but if you're using the diluted solution, just one of those floor cares is like almost a gallon of solution. So it's very economical to do it that way. The pads just rip on and off, so they just Velcro onto the bottom. To turn the unit on, you just pull the handle back, your lights will come on and everything else. And then you've got your power button that causes the pads to oscillate, and your spray button. And I literally, with mine, just spray enough to make my pad damp. So when we first got them, it was peach season, and I always use this analogy. My kids would go in the kitchen and grab a peach and start eating a peach, and it would drip on the kitchen floor, which was white porcelain tile at the time. And then that would get sticky and it would get black. And so I would hit those like black areas with the solution and let it sit while I started in a corner, and by the time I got there, it would just come right up. So you can always let it sit too. Be careful on your wood. You don't want to let it sit too long, but I think you'll find that works great. And then regarding vacuums, the most basic question that we get all the time, and as you guys know, if you know us well, we like bagged vacuums. And the reason for that is, I always use the analogy that using a bagless vacuum's like not putting a garbage can in your kitchen garbage. Every time you go and you dump that garbage can out, a garbage bag in your garbage can, every time you go and you dump that kitchen garbage out, you're leaving some of the problem behind. And that's the challenge with the bagless product, is you end up developing odor. The seals in the bagless product get dirty, and then you're blowing dust everywhere. If you've ever looked at your bagless product, right behind that canister, it's always really, really dusty in there. The reason for that is the thing is blowing dirt. So bag vacuums are really the way to go, because as soon as the bag is full, you throw the bag away. You start fresh. You get rid of the problem. The biggest question that we get is, when do you fill the bag? So using the Riccar Superlight as an example, the inlet to this bag is right here. Now, this is a particularly large bag, and as a result, they give you this space at the top of the bag to breathe. It's not like a marketing trick or anything like that. You basically will fill until the bag is full where the dirt goes into the bag. And that's true on any vacuum. So the majority of our vacuums with smaller bags, the inlet's actually either going to be top center, top right, or top left. And you can literally fill that bag all the way up to where it fills. The SIBO bags are a top fill bag. So as you guys know, we're crazy about the SIBO product these days. Those bags, you literally fill all the way to the top because they've designed the bags to fill all the way to the very, very top of the product. Then the other question that we get all the time is the height of the vacuum. This vacuum is not height adjustable. The Riccar Superlight, so if you got one of our Freedoms or if you got one of our Riccar Superlights, there is no height adjustment on those. They're very, very light. There's very little weight on the front of the vacuum. And between the suction of the vacuum and the rotating brush, it kind of rides on the brushes. So you don't have to adjust the height on those. But on the other vacuums, the way to do it, and I didn't think it would sound great. So if you guys want like a real in-person demonstration, I'll demonstrate it in person. But what you do is turn your vacuum all the way to the max height. So on the SIBO vacuums, that's going to be to 4. On our Riccar vacuums, that's going to be to 6. This will work with your Kirby's. If you've got a Kirby, you just step on that foot pedal until it goes all the way up. And then you drop the vacuum. You turn it on like you're going to be vacuuming. It's often easier if you have 2 people, if you don't have long arms like the 8-man here. And then you turn the vacuum down. And as soon as that vacuum makes, it'll make a distinctly different sound as soon as the brush contacts the floor. That's the right height. So you just barely want the brushes to be touching the floor. Most people go, oh, if I'm going to deep clean, I'm going to turn it all the way down. That's not actually the case. You want the greatest amount of airflow. So I always use the analogy, you could take the most powerful vacuum in the world and fill a hose with sand. If you plug the end of that hose and turn the vacuum on, when you turn the vacuum off, the hose is still filled with sand. As soon as you allow a little bit of airflow, it's going to suck all the sand the whole way through. So you want to have the vacuum as high as you can while still agitating. If you think about what that brush is actually doing, it's just kind of fluffing the nap of the carpet to allow the suction to get to the bottom of the carpet. The other last thing I'll leave you with is for vacuums with suction control. So any of our SIBO canisters, Simplicity or Riccar canisters, or any other product that you might own with that, the thicker and more plush the carpet, oftentimes the lower you want the suction to be, because that nozzle gets sucked into the carpet and it blocks the airflow. So people will come in and they go, oh my gosh, I've got this shag carpet, or I've got this really, really dense carpet and I just can't get it clean. And then what I find out is they've got their height turned all the way down and their suction turned all the way up. There's like a happy medium there, because what you want is that airflow. So, and if you've got any direct questions about vacuum stuff, A1, what is it? It's A1 Reno vacinso@gmail.com.
Yeah, don't send me those
Don't
emails,
send those to her. You
'cause
can
I don't
send
know
them to me and I'll
anything about
answer them.
vacuums.
I'll answer
He
them
does
for
the
you.
vacuuming too. He does the laundry. He does.
You
the
should hear what
vacuuming.
she calls me at home. You guys would not approve.
He likes it, and he does. Sometimes he does the dishes too. So, but I had to train him because he didn't come that way. I've had to train him over the past couple years. But I did want to mention to you, the Hoop Clock class is on the website. I think it's what date was it, Shauna? It's the 21st. So it's in a couple of weeks. And then I didn't This is on Facebook, but it's not on the website yet because I talked to you about doing evening classes, and I wanted to give you the option because I can do them in the morning too. I just kind of wanted to do it when I'm not
When are we
here.
going to do our live streams? Next week. We open at 10.
Oh yeah. We
So-
can
so-
still do it at 10:30. Well, I guess not. I think we're gonna have to change that.
So starting
What do you
next
think,
week,
9:30?
we're going to move the live streams to 9:30.
Yeah, we'll keep reminding you. You remind us to remind you that the live streams are moving to 9:30 next week. So, but I was thinking with this class, this
You
class,
ladies are
which
sweet.
I just love it. I was thinking that I could do an early class because I know a lot of you are up. So I wanted to throw it out there. It's going to be 4 2-hour classes consecutive days. So I was going to
It's a
do,
long class.
there's a lot going on here. And, we'll do a little bit and then you're going to have homework too. So I was thinking 8 to 10. What do you think, ladies? I mean, it's not like you have to get ready. You just roll out of bed, right? That's what I'm going to be doing. So,
I'm going to work on that
what
purple
do you?
link.
I'm getting an oh no. So, is that Linda? Do you not want to get up early? So, I want you to think about it because I didn't put it on yet. But I was thinking the choice is 8 to 10 in the morning for consecutive days, or 6 to 8 in the evening for consecutive days. So you let me know. I just don't want you coming to the class from 6 to 8 and getting sleepy and hungry. So, because I don't have my stick, I can't hit you with my stick if you're at home. So it'd be different if you were here in the classroom. I could keep you up. Could shoot you with my squirt gun. So, don't be scared, ladies. I don't really do that. So let me know if this is a class you're interested in taking, then I want you to give me your choice of either 8 to 10 in the morning or 6 to 8 in the evening. And I think that's it. Do we have anything else, guys?
Can you, hang on, let me see. Let the ladies know that
Shauna.
the link for the purple should be working now.
The link for the purple should be working if that's the color that you want. And we'll see you later. Thanks, ladies. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.